Where's that treasure map?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, we are live. Two of them, two
What's up?
screens.
Two screens. We got one here and one there.
Pirate here, fish here. We are grabbing lunch here at Four Rivers Smokehouse. Ready, set, go.
We all know how this is going to go.
I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Now I'm a mess. Anyway,
What are you eating?
brisket tacos
Spitting on me.
and jalapenos. Anyway, you can't, I'm gonna end up losing them, but they're in there. What are you eating? Two of these?
I got 2 brisket sandwiches,
Yeah.
2 cheese grits, some sweet potato, and collard greens.
He's an animal.
No.
Mine down there.
We both have medical today, so I have blood work today. I get that done periodically, and so I had to fast from like, it sounds horrible, from 8 p.m. till now, which is like more than I can handle. So
It is
I'm ready to
horrible.
eat.
And I did the same. I had blood work. I'm headed up for an x-ray clearance for my spinal fusion,
Man,
which can't come soon enough.
you're gonna be really happy when that's done.
I'm ready.
I forgot you were filming over here. I've been staring the whole time over there.
You can stare down there.
No, no, no.
I keep looking at mine, you keep looking at
Your
yours.
camera looks way better. Why? Maybe my brightness isn't up.
Pirates have the best loot. Before we get too carried away,
Oh,
we have a little issue. We make these bets, and a few months ago I made a bet that silver was not going to break 30 an ounce this year, and it crushed it. So I pay all my debts in Viking silver for, well, everybody, because it's awesome. But there's your ounce. Sorry, I forgot it last time we met up.
this is very nice.
And
Thank you. You are a man of your word.
good out here so far?
We're doing
We're good.
man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Great service here at the restaurant.
Yeah, Four Rivers, this is our jam here. If you live in Central
come
Florida, this is right off of the Longwood exit. It's great. We both meet up here. The food's fantastic. I've said it before, they catered my wedding.
Could you hand me a napkin, good sir?
Oh, yeah,
Thank
yeah. You probably need two.
I might. I might need a bib.
So, a couple of things I did want to bring up before
Okay.
we get to anything serious.
I've got serious. You guys
Right.
already know because I've already filmed what, so you know the deal. It's serious.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of any of
Although
that.
I may have to send you that if you want it on yours because it'll only be on mine. But anyways,
You put yours on yours, and I'll put this
Okay.
on mine. You can put this on
Yeah, yeah,
yours.
yeah.
I don't know.
but we'll figure it out.
So first off, there's been rumblings of a new name change.
You can eat cheese grits like this.
These are fantastic here, by the way. And I don't even like grits in general, but the cheese grits are like nothing else. Name change again.
Yes, name change.
You're gonna start using some new lame name. What is it?
Okay. I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted to discuss it.
That's good because I'm gonna eat while you talk.
Okay, so from the very beginning, all right, let me paint a quick analogy, okay? If you live in a house, okay, and you paint the walls one color, and you paint the walls a different color, you move to a new neighborhood, you paint the walls a different color, you move to another neighborhood, whatever, you move to a different state, everyone still calls you what? Tom, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't change. So with me, everyone's called me Fish. It's just who I am, Fish.
I know, but that's your name.
But when right, exactly. So when in all my previous iterations of my channel name, whether it be the inefficient stacker and I went by Fish, or then I just went by Fish, then I went by Grandpa Fish,
Bionic
Fishy Fish, all the different iterations of Fish, everyone just called me Fish. It wasn't that confusing.
Fishy
right?
D
There'd be
Snizzle.
some people who didn't know who I was, which is fine, and they would be like, "Hey, Bionic," whatever.
For shizzle my fish.
Right.
All those.
Yeah, exactly. So then when I came back and was like, mistakes were made stacking.
Right.
And actually, it was
You tricked a lot of people. A lot of people were like, "Who is this guy?" Till they watch your video, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, that's clearly Fish."
right. I figured they could figure. I figured my witty banter in comments would clue them in. But so then when I came back with mistakes were made stacking, it was kind of a two-part thing. It was like both mistakes were made, that's like one thing, and then stacking, because stacking channel. But then it's also like a sentence, mistakes were made stacking. So I'm like, oh, it's a clever play. But everyone's just gonna call me Fish. So then half the people, half of Fishtown who know me, who talk to me, start calling me mistakes. And I'm like, no, just call me Fish. I'm still Fish. I just changed, I painted the walls, we new house, whatever, but I'm still Fish.
You're still Fish to me.
But every time I changed the name, then it would throw people off. So I never viewed the name as like what to call people by, because I gave everybody like an AKA anyways. So regardless of what their name was, I would be like, oh, it's Rinky Dinky, or
Jammies.
it's Jammies, or whatever, or it's McDuck. Like I rarely call people by their name. I think to me it's like a term of endearment when you can call someone by other than just the cold name, and then you can kind of tell who knows you, who doesn't, right? So anyways, that's kind of, so now I am Steve, AKA just call me Fish.
How do you even come up with Steve? Where'd that come from?
He was a martyr in the Bible, and my parents named me after him.
No.
That is literally
Your birth name.
my birth name is Steve, exactly. So as part of the coming becoming more transparent on my channel, more of this, less of like behind the screen, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a guy who stacks a bazillion amount of whatever, I understand why we kind of approach YouTube the way we do with stackers. But for me, I've always felt somewhat limited in, like, even though I try and be authentic, there's always this kind of deal where I'm not, like I don't talk about my work. There's a lot of things I don't talk about. Whereas if I come out from behind the camera, I feel like I can just be myself the way you are. And I'll still keep some stuff private, obviously, but But I think anyone does that, regardless of whether their face is on the channel or not. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I've said, look, my name is Steve. Everybody knows me as Steve. Everyone I bought some from stuff or pay or whatever, I mean, they know my name.
You're literally Fish in my phone. And I've tried to remember Steve, and I forget Steve all the time. I call him Fish all the time.
The best story ever is when I went to Pirate's birthday party. And then he went to introduce me to everybody, and then
I didn't know his name.
All of a sudden, he drew a blank.
Fish.
And he was like, "This is," and then you could tell everyone was waiting, and everyone knew. And then I looked at him, and he was like, "Doesn't know my name."
That was early on in our friendship,
so hilarious.
though.
But now, like literally, I mean, Fish is fine. Like I like the name. I think there's a lot of meanings, from the inefficient stacker name to just the endearment of the community to me calling me Fish, to the Christian.
You're Fish.
Symbolism with fish, it's all good. I like it. Yeah. So anyways, Steve, aka just call me Fish.
So if you see any Steve talk,
eater.
it is this guy.
Right.
And
but I will just continue to go by Fish, and hopefully, even if I change my channel name again, just call me Fish. I'm not going to nuke it though.
No.
It will never be nuked again.
Yeah, because that's tremendously disappointing.
It is. And I kind of look back and realize, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with nuking your channel. The problem is if there was a way to nuke your channel and keep all your people.
Right.
But you actually jettison your people. And that part I don't ever want to do again. So
see ya.
Yeah, you live and you learn and you move on and you try and be a better iteration of yourself. AKA, mistakes were made.
And mistakes were made.
They were, right. And I own up to that.
All right, we're moving on.
Okay, there we go.
It's hot, first off. I don't know what you guys are dealing with.
Fan?
But it's hot. We have every fan working but the one over us. But that's normal in life, such is life.
Hold on, I'm starving.
So, I wanted to talk about something else while we have Fish here. And then we'll finish up, and then we'll jump over to your thing.
I have questions.
Mine is to do with silver, actually. Oh. And my question is, we're literally seeing swings of $1 and $2 a day right now in the silver market. And I try to figure this stuff out in my mind. Like literally for the last several years, it would take a month to swing $1. And you're talking about daily, we're swinging $1 to $2, like absurd swings. So my thought in my mind was, is this paper silver buying and selling and making money off those swings? Because at $1 or $2 a swing, you can make a quick buck if you got 100,000 in the game or 1 million in the game, right?
This is true.
Like that's sure money. So what do you think is causing those swings?
All right.
That's my question.
So I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not an economist. I'm not talking about the financial advice stuff. I'm just saying that I'm ignorant on a lot of things as it relates to this specific subject.
Right.
However, I do have some ideas.
Yeah.
One of them could be that we've seen a run up in silver, at which time maybe some bigger investors got into the game, right? Institutional investors, some other investors got into the game as things run up. Well, when bigger investors are involved, you also get algorithms that are now involved. And algorithm trading has been going on for a long time. And that's just, they're pulling in, my understanding, all this information, whether it be geopolitical, whether it be Fed, whether it be whatever, interest rate, all this stuff.
And they just make moves.
And moves are being made. Whereas before, I don't think you quite had as many people on the silver bandwagon. And now there are a lot more. And so I think it's going to become maybe more volatile before it smooths back out. But it's now part of that game. And then I think there is something to it to be, you know, because of the way it reacts. Like it whereas like a stock that could be traded on an algorithm or whatever, good news, bad news type of thing, but it tends to react to kind of independent of geopolitical,
spicy one,
independent of a lot of different things, right?
Right.
But silver tends to be very specific to geopolitics, to Fed stuff, interest rates, stuff like that. So a jobs report comes out, the algos swing it one direction. Oh, then the interest rate thing comes out. Oh, the algo is then Russia parks a bunch of ships off the coast of Cuba. And then you know, it just keeps going back and forth because
that's real talk there.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it responds differently. Silver and gold do. But what I love about silver is it has that industrial component. And we've seen over the while when everything else was smooth, when gold was just chill, even gold pulling back, silver was still making moves off of information that would be more related to the industrial side.
Right.
Right. And so you get both of that. You get the monetary metal, but you get the industrial side. And on gold, you have industrial, but I think you've mentioned it. There's cheaper metals that do the same job. So why are they going to buy gold if they can use something else? Industrial.
Right.
You know?
So in simpler terms,
does that make sense what I'm saying?
Well, I think I'm going to simplify it to, you also think it is the stock side of things that are causing the bigger swings because it's caught in their algorithm of making money now.
I think so. That's what I think.
I think so too. I think that is the only thing that makes real sense for that kind of movement on a large scale.
See, because now, whereas you had this resistance at 30, right? And when that was the bigger investors needed to jump in to get past that. Now we cruise over 30, we come back down. I mean, we've cruised up and down over 30 multiple times.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen anything like this.
Now it's up at 32 or whatever.
Haven't seen anything like it in the 4 years I've been stacking. So that's kind of what I deduced is you got your investors making money off it now.
One sandwich down.
Yeah. We don't waste any time. Well, my only final thing I want to bring up is we are doing the pizza eating challenge, 28-inch cheese pizza. We're tentatively scheduled. We just got pushed.
No, we're going to discuss it in my questions.
Oh, good.
So, yes, it's
we'll
coming.
Save that. We're going to save that one, but it's something to look forward to. Other than that, I'm going to end mine. You guys have a fantastic day. This is just a little bit of chatting.
Wait.
With Pirate and Fish.
All right.
Wait, you got something?
No.
You're
you want
doing
this on yours?
No, we're going to do that on yours.
Okay.
If you want to see 5 questions with Pirate as asked by Fish, go on over to his channel and check it out. And thank you guys for watching.
If you enjoy the gross aspect of watching me eat, stick around.
This was fun. Yeah. This was a good time. I got a little warm up in with my couple of jalapenos in the beginning.
I'm like basically have a whole new meal.
My mouth's on fire. Yeah, you look like you haven't even started. Right. That's my kind of challenge.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Pirate out. Arg.